Hey guys, welcome to another PHP lesson. In this lesson, we're finally going to start programming in PHP. And if you remember last lesson, we had a test.php file made within our xampp htdocs folder. And we were editing this file in Notepad 2, and whatever we have edited, we can refresh it in our localhost slash test.php, and it will come up. And remember that you need to get xampp activated and running in order for this to work. So make sure you have that running. So make sure you have the xampp start running within the command prompts, and you have the xampp control panel running in order for this process to work. Okay, so now within the test.php, I want to start talking about the basic PHP syntax, and that is all PHP codes start off with a bracket question mark PHP, and then finish off the code with question mark end bracket. So the start bracket question mark PHP, and then some PHP code and question mark, and finish off the a PHP script with a finishing bracket. And the first thing we want to talk about is commenting. Now, a comment, which is the same as Visual Basic commenting, is basically something that you type for yourself to see. It's like a note for yourself that doesn't show up on the web page. So here I'm just going to say my first PHP program, and this comment is not going to show up on my page. So if you save this and you refresh it here, it doesn't show up. It doesn't have any effect other than for yourself to see what your program does. So make sure you comment a lot when you're programming, because that way you don't forget what you're trying to do with your code. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to type in is echo. Now, echo is a command that you can use to print things onto the screen. It's a bit similar to print line in Visual Basic. So you're going to type echo quotation. So anytime you have a quotation mark, it indicates that you're going to type a string after it. So the string is hello space world. Finish the quotation mark and put in a semicolon. A semicolon is what you use to indicate the end of a line. Alright, so end of this line of code. Control S to save, refresh, and you see hello world is now on our web page. And that's what the command echo does. It displays the string or whatever variable it is after the echo command. And what I want to talk about now is variables. Variables. Now, a variable you can think of as a container for you to store a bit of information. Now, a variable can be a number, or it can be a string, or a string meaning text. So let's firstly create a variable similar to maths. We're going to have a variable called x, and variables start with a dollar sign. Okay, so we're gonna have a dollar sign called x a variable called x, so we start with a $x equals, let's say, 10. And what I want to do now is I want to create another variable called y, and I want to call this 5. I want this variable to store the number 5, and I want to create another variable, let's say call it z, and I want to make z the variable x plus the variable y. Now, if you know a bit of maths, you would know that x plus y, substituting the number 10 for x, substituting the number 5 for y, z would be 10 plus 5, which is 15. So what you can do is echo z, the variable z, and it should show up as 15. So let's save this, refresh in your browser, and you can see the number 15 come up. Now, a cool thing about echo is that it can actually display HTML tags. So if we echo within quotation marks BR, and if you remember the function of BR, if you have done a bit of HTML, is that it is basically a line break. So if I echo hello world BR and then I echo Z, what's going to happen is it's going to insert a line break after hello world, and it's going to display 15 in the line after it. So you can see I've just made that happen. Okay, so hopefully you guys have a bit of understanding now after this tutorial on variables and displaying both strings and variables and HTML tags on the screen using PHP. Okay, thanks for watching guys. See you next time.